day, and welcome to Trusting God at All Times, a daily devotion of Peakland United Methodist Church in Lynchburg, Virginia. My name is John Vest, and along with everyone else here at the church, I am one of the ministers at Peakland. My father was a humble, friendly man. He was so humble that one time we were at a fishing store trying to buy some bait. When the female clerk heard the two of us talking about the bloodworms we'd bring from home, she began to question Dad about how he raised them. Now, you need to know there was no raising going on. We just went to the edge of the backyard and dug them up. When Dad began to tell her how he encouraged this little bloodworm population, Dad seemed embarrassed to use the word manure with her. That was my father, willing to talk to almost anyone in his humble way. He'd end most conversations with the same invitation, come by and see us sometime. And I used to honestly wonder as a small boy, what would happen if they all came. Our house wasn't very big. Don't you have expressions like that? You know, I'll keep the light on for you. Don't let the bed bugs bite. After a while, crocodile. I read the story the other day about a father who said goodbye to his grown daughter at the airport with the words, "I love you, and I wish you enough." When asked by a stranger who overheard the conversation what that expression meant, the father explained, "It's a wish that's been handed down over many generations in my family. My grandparents said it to my parents said it to me, and now I say it to my children." Well, what does it mean? When we tell it to each other, the man said, it means we want the other person to have balance, to have a life filled with just enough good things to sustain them, enough sun to keep your attitude bright even on a gray day, and enough rain to appreciate that sun. I wish you enough happiness to keep your spirit alive, and just enough pain so that even the smallest joy will be important to you. I wish you to have enough gain to satisfy your wanting, but also just enough loss to appreciate that which you do have. And finally, as I grow older, I wish you enough hellos to get you through the final goodbyes. Balance. Isn't that what we all most need in life? Our church office manager has a father with a wicked sense of humor, and he posted this joke on Facebook. A man walks into a restaurant with a full-grown ostrich behind him. The waitress asks them for their orders, and the man says, "A hamburger, fries, and a Coke." She then turns to the ostrich and says, "What about you?" "I'll have the same," says the ostrich. A short time later, the waitress returns with their orders. "That'll be $9.40, please." And the man reaches into his pocket and pulls out the exact change for payment. The next day, the man and his ostrich come again, and the man says, "A hamburger, fries, and a Coke." The ostrich says, "I'll have the same." And again, the man reaches into his pocket and pays with exact change, and this becomes routine. One day, they came in, and the waitress asked, "The usual?" The man said, "No, not today. This is Friday, so I'm going to have a steak, baked potato, and a salad." "And I'll have what he's having," copies the ostrich. The waitress brings the order and says, "That'll be $32.62. And once again, the man pulls the exact change out of his pocket and places it on the table. And the waitress, she can't hold back her curiosity anymore. "Sir, how do you do that? How do you manage to always come up with the exact change in your pocket every single time?" And "Well," says the man, "several years ago I was cleaning out the attic of an old house and I found this lamp. And you know, when you find something like that, you do what everybody else does. You rub it, and sure enough, a genie appeared, and he offered me 2 wishes. My first wish was that if I ever had to pay for anything, I could just put my hand in my pocket and the right amount of money would always be there." "That's brilliant," says the waitress. Most people would ask for $1 million or something like that, but you'll always be as rich as you want for as long as you want. And he said, that's right. Whether it's a gallon of milk or Rolls Royce, the exact money is always there. And the waitress then asked, well, what about the ostrich? And the man sighs and he pauses and he finally admits, my second wish wasn't as bright. My second wish was for a tall chick with long legs who agrees with everything I say. Balance. We're going to get it one way or another. So it's important to know what's going to sustain that balance in a healthy way. I would suggest these words from Psalm 19. The law of the Lord is perfect, reviving the soul. The testimony of the Lord is sure, making wise the simple. The precepts of the Lord are right, rejoicing the heart. The commandment of the Lord is pure, enlightening the eyes. The fear of the Lord is clean, enduring forever. The ordinances of the Lord are true and righteous altogether. More to be desired are they than gold, even much fine gold, sweeter also than honey and drippings of the honeycomb. Balance. It is what God offers. So let it be. Amen.